I used to think the cruelest wound a parent could inflict was silence. I was wrong. It's the day they look you in the eye and declare you're no longer theirs and smile about it. On the evening of my commencement celebration, my father, Victor Hale, pushed a crisp ivory envelope toward me across the linen tablecloth, like sealing a hostile takeover. My mother, Evelyn, adjusted her diamond necklace with practiced grace. My sister, Sophia, angled her phone discreetly, murmuring, "This is gonna shatter her." The upscale bistro fell into a hush. Silverware hovered. I slit the seal. Heavy stock, bold script, for signatures, one devastating line: "We, the Hales, formally sever all familial bonds with Olivia Hale." My graduation gift. Evelyn watched for sobs. Victor anticipated collapse. Instead, I creased the document neatly, tucked it into my clutch, and uttered what they never saw coming: "Appreciate it." Because they had no idea whose voice would echo next. Raising in the Hale home was like auditioning for a role you'd never land. Every move, every word, every milestone got scrutinized, graded, contrasted, and I always fell short. Victor Hale wasn't a father. He was a strategist. He didn't probe emotions. He demanded metrics. "What's the yield on that decision, Olivia?" he snapped when I mentioned chasing computer engineering at 17. Evelyn mirrored him, cloaking critique in elegant poise and tailored suits. "We breed champions here," she declared, her gaze skipping me to fix on Sophia, the Hale prodigy. Sophia glided into their visions seamlessly. Lustrous waves, flawless transcripts, magnetic allure. At gatherings, I'd be tacked on last. "And this is Olivia," Evelyn would sigh with that pitying inflection, still sorting her path. I despised it. It reduced me to an incomplete thought. Visitors nodded curtly. Before pivoting to Sophia's fellowships, her influencer gigs, her golden horizon, I'd linger by the flute pyramid, inhaling shallowly, hoping for a genuine query. It seldom arrived. Home meals were torture chambers. The formal dining space reeked of mahogany wax and unspoken benchmarks. The overhead fixture scattered jagged beams over china, turning faces into fractured mirrors. Victor dissected deals and profits. Evelyn chattered about fundraisers. Sophia monologued her triumphs. I mastered minimal volume, muted inquiries, buried aspirations. At 20, I mustered bravery. "Dad, I landed a lab internship." He barely glanced from his steak. "Volunteer? Then it's not progress." Sophia snickered into her napkin. My grip whitened on the utensils. I yearned to shove back, roar that worth isn't instant cash, that impact defies ledgers. But in Hale territory, hush was armor. That evening, ceiling gazing in my bedroom, thin partitions leaked their adoration for Sophia's grit, her promise, her glow. In the shadows, truth crystallized. I wasn't the child they boasted. I was the one they cropped. Yet erasure breeds resilience. You assemble yourself from overlooked shards, forging edges keener than their scorn. Folks mistake reticence for surrender, for inertia. But subdued isn't defeated. It means ears stayed shut. Junior year, I amassed victories like fortifications, grants, publications, honors. Contests? Entered. Seminars? Front row. The campus stacks became home. Custodians knew my latte spec. I emailed my folks a prestige fellowship nod, top percentile. Evelyn responded after dawn. Nice steer. Swamped. No follow-up. Sophia cornered me in the pantry, tossing her flawless mane. Liv, you're bookish, sure. Geek brilliant. But not the brilliant that turns heads. I stiffened. Heads like whose? Anyone who counts. She glided to a glam photo shoot, preaching philanthropy sans a day of real toil. Their barbs chipped, then tempered me. Then Professor Reyes pulled me aside post-lecture. Olivia, ever eyed machine learning for supply chains?
Me?
Absolutely you. You spot connections others overlook. I dove in with teammates Aria and Theo on an adaptive routing algorithm for freight firms. Unglamorous, vital. We fueled on stale takeout, coded till dawn, debated neural nets, chuckled at glitches. First time feeling valued, visible. Family dismissed it. Evelyn at brunch. Supply AI? Who bothers? Victor. Eyes on screen. Invest that energy wisely, monetize. It will pay, I murmured. He grunted disbelief. Nights later, laptop humming algorithms in Azure Light, I entered a realm of creation over criticism. My grind forged beyond their nod. Fragments coalescing into their blind spot. Grad week, family chat pinged. Commencement feast for Olivia, Le Chateau, 7 sharp. Attire formal.
Götroster, Hale, Victor, Hale, Evelyn, Hale, Sophia. No Ale, Olivia.
My vent, my erasure. Sophia DM'd. Don't read into it. It lodged like lead. Scrolling vintage snaps, holiday poses, Sophia central, parents beaming, me peripheral, dimly framed. One image haunted. Sophia clutching Yale admit, me fuzzy rear, lugging gear. My youth in a frame. Clarity sliced. They'd rehearsed my exile. Dad's averted stares at my papers. Evelyn's hushed compliments. Sophia's our family exclusions. Chair shuffles, stolen credit for her wins, my flukes. I denied it. Now, reservation proof screamed. No celebration. Excision, desk clutching as neon pulsed outside. Inbox overflowed with prof kudos, job pings, collab invites. Trophies they ignored. Grief flickered for the Myth family, but resolve surged. If they plotted, so did I. Dinner wouldn't unfold their script. No more sideline girl. Dawn after, pre-sunrise, apartment bathed in indigo glow. Quiet empowered now. Email. Olivia Hale, valedictory orator. Reyes nominated me for Emerging Tech Prize and Keynote, 1 senior slot.
Rere till tangibel.
Reyes texted. Sees it subtly. Subtly, my weaponized silence. I cataloged proofs, awards scanned, grants filed, code versioned, binders labeled. Not vengeance, for validation. Aria and Theo crashed with noodles, buzzed.
Algo slacked, 17% Gans.
Firm circling. I spilled the dinner snub. Aria, your kin's unhinged. Laughter liberated, no more excuses. Window side, storm lashing like ovation. I reframed. Not parental flops, but my unseen conquests. Power in that. Desk ritualized, screen aligned, dossiers prioritized, notes as milestones. Into a virgin leather portfolio slid my counters. Worth worlds more, Symposium Eve rehearsals horse. Event day, areas caffeine, life-altering. Theo, or logistics revolution. Backstage jitters, prior pitch got tepid claps. My cue, hush. Olivia Hale here. This isn't mere forecasting, it's fortune forged. Metrics dazzled, demo live. Fuel slash 17.2%. Delays 13.9%. Precision absolute. Silence, then thunderous roar. Suited figure approached. You engineered this? Every bite. Marcus Reed, Apex Freight CEO. Apex dominated coasts. Revolutionary and ethical. Balances profit, protects workers. Stranger saw me profounder than blood. Meetings escalated. Third, he mirrored Victor's slide, but with acquisition terms. $8.2 million buyout, post-grad VP of Innovation number swam. Hands shook. Why me? You crafted genius amid indifference. That's leadership. Signed in equilibrium. My silent empire. Dinner loomed, their severance ready. But mine trumped, wealth they couldn't fathom. As I dressed, mirror reflecting unbowed eyes, I smiled. They'd sever ties?